Many forget that Lil Durk is currently on bond right now. From his 2019 court case, Lil Durk is looking at 20 years inside a federal prison due to an armed robbery he did with King Von. In Lil Durk's latest songs, he says things such as, "Everything said in this video is all props, just in case the police listening." That was in his song Aha, and even in his new song Rumors, he said the lyrics, "Smirk, you be tripping, you better put your case first." Lil Durk is preparing for his trial to begin as new evidence has been found against him. The forgotten case of Lil Durk begins in 2019. Rappers Lil Durk and King Von were out in Atlanta at a restaurant called The Varsity. Law enforcement claim they have now found video evidence of Lil Durk using a firearm towards an individual named Alexander Witherspoon. This was all after Durk and King Von snatched his chain and stole $30,000 worth of cash. The full police report claims that the two rappers were at a recording studio throughout the night. They then went to the gas station before heading over to the Varsity for food. At the Varsity parking lot, this is where Lil Durk and King Von found a man named Alexander Witherspoon standing beside the hood of his vehicle. Lil Durk and King Von were then seen on video surveillance going around back of the building, putting their hoods up and thinking of a plan to approach Alexander Witherspoon. They approached Witherspoon. A small conversation then broke out, and then Durk and King Von started to snatch his chain and stole $30,000 worth of cash out of a backpack. While in the process of trying to get the goods, his car keys then fell out of his jeans pocket. Lil Durk and King Von proceeded to steal his vehicle and driving away. While driving away, video footage caught one of the individuals sticking their arm out of the window and using a firearm towards Witherspoon, then proceeding to floor the vehicle going onto the highway, then later ditching the car on an abandoned street. A warrant then went out for Lil Durk and King Von's arrest. Before turning himself into jail, Lil Durk would go on to release his hit song Turn Myself In, claiming that he is innocent and will get through this court case with no issues. 2 weeks then passed. A judge granted Lil Durk and King Von bond in this court case, with Lil Durk's bond being $250,000 and King Von's being $300,000. The two bonds were then paid, and there were conditions made that they are not allowed near firearms and they can't have contact with each other. A restraining order was then placed between Lil Durk and King Von. The two rappers were not allowed to be in the same room as each other or basically anywhere near each other. This is actually the reason as to why Lil Durk was not with King Von on the day that he sadly passed in Atlanta. The judge in his court case has now recently found probable cause to charge Lil Durk for the act alongside 5 other charges. These charges include street activities, holding firearms as a convicted felon, and a few others. New evidence has been coming out in this case, coming from the online reports. Allegedly, the security footage of someone's arm coming out of the window with the firearm is a lot more clear to see due to better technology in the year 2022. For the longest time, they haven't been able to tell whose arm it was that came out of the window, but now, apparently all of the answers have came to light. The court case was being delayed for some time due to the real-life issues the world is facing, as well as the passing of King Von. Once the trial begins, Lil Durk will be evaluated on how he treated his time during bond. The latest issues with NBA YoungBoy and 6ix9ine will definitely be revealed to the courtroom, as well as the lyrics in his new song Aha will also be shown to the courtroom, as he already prepared for this to happen, as at the start of the song he says, "Everything said and shown in this video is just props, just in case the police listening." But this song even featured sneak disses towards NBA YoungBoy that goes as followed. "We been sliding through they blocks and they don't know we have. Buddy got hit and we can't claim it, but I can show his. Guys acting like they're really like that since my Brody passed. Just got out the feds. You bring up my M's with your police. I told Vaughn to leave her alone. She post on the fans." So these lines are clearly at NBA YoungBoy. As he mentioned the line, "Guys acting like they really like that since my Brody passed." As for the last month, Lil Durk has been mentioning to NBA YoungBoy, telling him to stop talking about King Von. Durk previously wrote to YoungBoy saying, "Don't claim it if you ain't do it. You still a B, hashtag the voice." As well as the line, "I told Vaughn to leave her alone. She post on the fans," referring to one of NBA YoungBoy's ex-girlfriends, Janiyah, that NBA YoungBoy and King Von Von were both talking to at the same time behind the scenes. This is actually what started the beef between NBA Youngboy and King Von. Some even say that Youngboy was behind King Von's passing and created a situation to set up King Von in the streets of Atlanta the night that he passed for messing with his ex-girlfriend. The most important line in that song is easily the first line, where he says, "We've been sliding through they blocks and they don't know we have." The police aren't allowed to use rap lyrics in the court of law, but they are allowed to use rap lyrics to try to piece together a court case at a certain time. So clearly with this song being at NBA Youngboy, all the police need to do is figure out what block he's from and just see if anyone has passed recently from his block. And then it's easier to piece together a court case. As well as the very serious situation involving 6ix9ine will also be investigated, as theories claim that 6ix9ine disappeared from social media because of Lil Durk. Around the time that King Von sadly passed, Tekashi 6ix9ine did a lot. 6ix9ine would constantly post photos to his Instagram of him wearing King Von's face on a t-shirt and constantly calling out Lil Durk for not sliding. 6ix9ine even added a caption to one of these photos by saying, "He really thought y'all loved him, he believed y'all. If he ain't slide for his brother who got hit in his head, then you thought different." 6ix9ine then added several laughing emojis to this, constantly going at Lil Durk for not doing anything to defend King Von. This is when theories went around that Lil Durk finally had enough of what 6ix9ine was saying, and a viral video then started floating around the internet. In this video, 6ix9ine has no security or anyone with him. Allegedly, these are members of OTF running up on 6ix9ine while he was in his parked car. Things didn't get too crazy as they were in the streets of New York, which is constantly filled with law enforcement, but the photos that I will share after this video shows a different story of what may happen. Now here's the video that I'm talking about. Now after this video went around, this is when very concerning photos of 6ix9ine was then brought up. So in this photo, you see 6ix9ine getting a cast put onto his arm. There was a second photo with it, but I'm not allowed to share it due to 6ix9ine having many bruises on his face. Theories started going around as in the video, obviously they didn't do anything to 6ix9ine while he was in his parked vehicle. But what could have happened was that these men ended up tailing 6ix9ine once he was ready to leave from whatever he was doing, and then dealt with him in a different area in New York where there may not have been law enforcement anywhere nearby. As ever since this video and photos of 6ix9ine came out to the social media, 6ix9ine has completely disappeared and we haven't heard from him since. Now when you add all of this together, the police are obviously going to be doing a massive investigation on Lil Durk. They're going to be figuring out what happened in his court case in 2019, whether or not the lyrics he used against NBA Youngboy were true, where he was sliding through blocks, as well as the situation with 6ix9ine to see if maybe it was some sort of revenge thing for what he said about King Von's passing. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like on it and don't forget to subscribe. Been District Trending and I'm out. Peace.